Hello, in this video, it's about 11 p.m. at night. I have no idea what time it is. Let's see. 12:10 a.m. So it's Sunday night. And here are my activities for Saturday, August 15, 2015. Go to the anger management class. Did that. Sleep. I did that. Call my friend. Hello. I did. Clean the fan. Now I cleaned the fan in the living room. And today, the two young men that were with me cleaned the fan in the master bedroom. Alright, this is from Friday, August 14, 2015. Put the backing on the bookcase. I got my son to do that. That was fantastic. Basically, I had a dresser drawer that had fallen through. So that part that had fallen through, I put it on the back of my new dresser. I picked up this piece of furniture from the street. To me, it looks awesome. Let's see. Remove the wheels from the skateboard. My son did that. Paint a bucket. I did that. And today, my young friend painted a bucket for me also. Fold the tent. I know this is Friday, but these things got done over time. Today is Sunday night. So fold the tent. Someone helped me fold it. My son helped me fold the tent. Last year I slept in a tent for several months. Alright, install the recycled bag dispensers. That was installed by my two young men. It was just putting a nail with a hook on the wall, like a picture frame, and they also had to get there were pictures missing. There were hooks already in the wall, so we just plucked those out with a hammer and then installed it somewhere else. Watch the Phoenix. We're about halfway done. So all of this was accomplished today, or in the last few days. Let's see. Daniel, this was your homework for your friend, the one that you study the Bible with. Why did Elijah get saved and his friends die at the hand of Jezebel? And my answer to that question is, God has a plan for each of us. Your work on earth is done when God says it's done and you die. And I was thinking about Job. Perhaps his grandchildren were alive when Job had all of the problems fall on him at one time. And then I was thinking, well, if it's a grandchild, if it's 5 years old or 2 years old, now I don't worry about it, because maybe Job thinks like I do, that God can raise us from the dead. He gave that power also to Jesus. So Job's children, the ones that died, could be raised from the dead. From the dead, yes. So I don't worry about it. Of course, when I went to my class, I couldn't find the notebook. Another thing, today I painted my wallet and then I couldn't find it. I painted it yellow so that it would stand out. And then several people came to the house. I move a lot of things during the day. I'm trying to organize this home. It is very difficult to organize the home sometimes. And I misplaced my keys, I misplaced the wallet, and I said to myself, well, it could have gotten stolen, or I could have moved it and I didn't know where it was. And then at the same time, another friend informed us that he couldn't find his wallet, but he might be like me. Because I just found my wallet. It was inside my pants pocket, but I have two pairs of pants hanging up there. One for when I walk the dog. It's like blue jeans, black blue jeans, and the other one for when I go visit people. It's dress pants, right? So, and then I wear my shorts all day long, right? Comfortable shorts, and I wear these shirts. The reason I wear these shirts is because it reminds me that I have to behave in a certain way. I have to be poised and sober. I don't drink, but I mean I have to be like, or like this. Because sometimes people around me do not behave, so I have to just be very. I don't even know what I look like. Let me look at myself now. Yes, it might be a scary face, but I have to do it because if I start jumping around and show myself and like the way I am, like I used to chase the dog, I don't do any of those things inside the house here. People say, "Oh, Daniel is too happy. He needs medication," or let's just say some people might say, "Oh, let's have Daniel thrown in an insane asylum." I've been in there twice, and I've been in jail once, and all three times. The first time was arbitrary. That means I didn't break any law, but the cop decided to take me in. And the second two times were what I would call lies. People tell lies about me. So I have to be very sober. I have to behave like an old man that is very serious, even though I don't want to. Only because I live in the United States where they have laws that are, I would say, unfair, unjust, but I have no proof. I would need a camera on myself so that people would, I would show it to the police officer, and then they would say, "Okay, you haven't done anything illegal, right?" So I used to chase the dog, and the dog used to chase me. I mean, this is when we're supposed to go for a walk with the dog, right? But sometimes I would just run back and forth and play with her, and I would chase her walking, and then she would chase me. Then I would chase her, and we would be, and then she would come back. It was so comical. But I'm not allowed to play like that anymore. I have to act like an old man, a serious, very serious old man. And so I wear these clothes. This one, I wear the shorts, but this one to remind myself that if I take this off, then I gotta put on the prison uniform. I do take it off when I go to sleep, but that's after everybody's not near me, right? And then I sleep with my t-shirt, right? White t-shirt. But I have to take these precautions mentally. It's almost like you have to dress like a professional. I don't wear a tie. I saw the video, TV. The TV was on for a bit, and I saw the Parliament of Greece, and they don't wear. Some wear ties. Some don't wear ties. So I imagine that the Greeks don't wear ties because it's too hot in Greece. I heard there they have the siesta, just like the people in Mexico, I believe, have a siesta. Honduras, I think. I don't know if people have the siesta anymore. A siesta means you sleep after you eat lunch. Okay, so I've done very well. I've organized my bucket. I have a new peanut butter jar that I use for my markers. I could show you that. Right? Well, this one's not a peanut butter jar, but I put the screws I had in here. I put them in the peanut butter jar, and I grabbed this bottle here. I put the pencils and stuff. So everything is getting better and better. God has a big plan for us this week. I don't know what that plan is. I always pray to God and make sure that I do whatever He wants me to do every hour. I'm sure I'm not the only husband or the only man that has the problems I have. There are many people that have worse problems. They could be in jail. I heard of one that was in there for 25 years and he had not committed the crime. Alright, so how do you stay out of jail? I would say get video cameras. Move out of the United States. Because you see, I'd rather take my chances with a criminal on the streets of Honduras, where I believe it would be more fair. It would be 1 against 1, or maybe 10 like against me, but I still feel that it would be more fair than in a place where someone just tells a lie and you automatically go to jail. You know, there were no signs. People could just write a piece of paper and sign something, and then automatically you go to jail. That is, my grandpa told me that's why he carried a gun, and that's why he had his passport and $1,000. Now you might need $10,000 or $5,000, but as soon as there are any problems, you got to do like Moses. You get out of the country. He became a shepherd for 40 years. I think Moses was 40 years as Prince of Egypt, sort of like that, like in the movie Prince of Egypt. 40 years as a shepherd, and that was training him to be 40 years as the spiritual leader of the Israelites. So I believe he lived 120 years old. I'm not too sure. So Daniel, you're telling people to leave the United States when so many people want to come in? If you don't have enough money in the United States, then people will abuse you. People will abuse you. If you are a Christian, you will be persecuted. And in the Bible it says your enemies are from your own household. The good thing is, though, that you must serve God wherever He puts you. Wherever you're at right now, you must serve God. And 3 miracles have occurred. He took me out of jail 3 times, or cages, right? It's horrible to be in a cage because you don't have internet, you don't have your camera, you can't talk to the people like I talk to my viewers, like you. And you don't have the food that you have. Like here, I get to make hot chocolate and give some to my son, and then he doesn't finish it, so I get to have some also. I mean, I could make my own, but I try to, like when I go for a walk with the boys and the dog, I have snacks, right? One time I was going to take a can of Pringles, but then my wife stopped me and said, open it. And it was spaghetti in there, you know, so I had to check. But it's important to take, like I took potatoes once, but they wouldn't eat the mashed potatoes. And I couldn't understand. I mean, this is something I would love. You know, I took spoons for everybody. They didn't want the mashed potatoes. God bless you. See you in the next video.